Hello, my name's June Rogers and I'm a specialist bladder and bowel nurse working for Bladder and Bowel UK, and I'm here to talk about the step-by-step approach to toilet training. And in step 1 you heard all about setting the scene, and I'm going to talk about step 2, and this is all about the skills that children need in order to become toilet trained. And many of these skills have to be taught, but if it's built into the child's day, then it just becomes part of their routine. And I think it's important that this is seen as just a normal thing we have to do, like washing our face and brushing our teeth. And for example, we don't wait until the child's got all their milk teeth before we suddenly present them with a toothbrush and toothpaste and say, right, from now on, you've got to brush your teeth, without them actually having no idea what it's all about. And the same way for potty training. We don't suddenly present them with their potty when they're 3 and say, right, from now on, you've got to do all your wheeze and poos in the potty. If it's introduced gradually as a routine part of their day, then it just becomes the norm. So the first thing we've got to do is think about regularly introducing the potty or toilet as part of their day. If you can, go straight for the toilet, because this just makes life easier. Children don't have to transfer skills, but obviously just using the toilet, particularly if you've only got one toilet and it's upstairs, that's just not convenient. So using a potty is absolutely fine. So introduce the potty, as I say, as a regular part of their day, perhaps when they first get up, before their bath, after meals. And the aim is that ultimately they'll be happy to sit on a potty or toilet whenever they're plonked there for up to about 2 minutes, long enough actually to do a wee or a poo. And I think it's important that as part of sitting on the potty, we need to think about, well, actually, dressing skills. They need to be able to pull their pants up and down. So start with easy things like pyjama bottoms or jogging pants. And a way to help them learn is about getting their thumbs into the waistband and pulling down, and obviously then pulling back up again. And this is working all towards their independence. And obviously you need to make sure that they've got a potty or a toilet that they're happy to sit on, they feel happy and secure, they're not worried about falling in or falling off. So you need to think about a seat reducer and steps, and there's many available that you can buy. But if your child, for example, has got poor muscle tone and you'll think they'll need extra support, then have a word with your OT to see whether they can provide you with any specialist equipment. And obviously it's also important that children understand what they need to do, what a wheeze and poo's all about. So have an open door policy so children see other members of the family going to the toilet and talk about wheeze and poos all the time. Mummy's just going for a wee, daddy's just done a poo, you know. And if there's older brothers and sisters, talk about them doing a wee and a poo and saying well done for doing a wee, so the child realises this is something that everybody does, and when you do it, you know, you get praise for doing it. So to help the child understand, maybe make a social story with lots of pictures so the children understand what you're asking them to do. There's lots of YouTube videos, and we suggest Tom's Toilet Triumph. This is it's a cartoon video, and it's a really simple explanation about the importance of doing wheeze and poos on the potty or toilet. And then you've also got to think about rewards, because at this moment in time, all we're asking the child to do is just happily sit on the potty and toilet as a part of their day, gradually increasing the time that they'll sit there and increasing the frequency. So you may start off once or twice a day and then gradually increase after meals. And for children who are reluctant to sit on the potty or toilet, then perhaps introduce a special toilet toy, that they have a toy that they only have when they're sitting on the potty or toilet. Also, young children don't have a very good concept of time, so to encourage longer and longer sitting, we sometimes suggest having something like a kitchen clock, which you can set a timer and it goes tick tick and then it dings, and they know when it dings they can get off the toilet. So perhaps just set it for 10 seconds to start with, then 30 seconds, half a minute, then a minute. So gradually over a period of time you're increasing the time. And obviously if they do a wee or a poo just by coincidence of sitting on there, then obviously it's hey, yay, great, fantastic, lots of praise, lots of animation, and that's something that you want them to do. And obviously to encourage that, we need to look at actually introducing then rewards, and whatever reward you choose, I think it's really important that it's meaningful for the child. Some children will do anything for a shiny sticker or just lots of clapping and praise, but for some children we need to introduce a more tangible reward, perhaps a treat like a chocolate button or something savoury if they prefer that, like a quaver. But it's important that whatever reward you use for success on the potty or toilet, then it's never given at any other time during the day. It's only given for that particular reward, and so they link that activity with that particular reward. So by the end of step 2, what they're expecting the children to be able to do is happily sit on a potty or toilet. They have some awareness and understanding about what wees and poos are about, and you have started to get the odd wee or poo on the toilet, and started to introduce a motivator or a reinforcement or a reward or a bribery, whatever you want to call it. And then when you've achieved all that, we're then ready to move on to step 3. And the next video will tell you about step 3. But in the meantime, if you want any more information or advice, then don't hesitate to contact Bladder and Bowel UK. And if your child has Down syndrome and you're not a member of the Down Syndrome UK potty training Facebook pages, then we definitely encourage you to join. You'll get lots of help and support on the pages, and again, information about the Facebook pages and Bladder and Bowel UK will be at the end of this video. Thank you.